In the earlier cities, as if the name indicates, Mumbai, Bangalore, Calcutta, Hyderabad, so this all comes under cities. But here they are mentioning about the earliest cities. Earliest means, so we have to go in depth about earliest cities. So just an introduction part. Around the period when man was gradually moving from using stone to using copper, then bronze, some other important developments were taken place. A number of great civilizations were being established in different parts of the world. For example, Egyptian civilization, it was near River Nile, Chinese civilization near River Wangho, and Indus Valley civilization near River Indus. So, in this lesson, first we are going to learn about Indus Valley civilization. It is also known as Harappan civilization. So, in 1856, when British engineers were building a railway line which is very close to Harappa, they used up some of the bricks from its ruins. They didn't know that these ruins were important and needed to be preserved. Some years after that, an archaeologist named as Alexander Cunningham found some seals at Harappa. During 1920, fresh excavations were begun at Harappa. Around the same time, another archaeologist called R.D. Banerjee found some seals at another place called Mohenjo-daro. So Mohenjo-daro, do you know what is Mohenjo-daro? I have heard it in Rajnikant's movie. Very nice movie, right? Okay, leave it. Now, just come to the lesson. Gradually, it became very clear that Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were important sites of the same civilization. People got to know that these were part of large civilization consisting of many cities spread across a vast area. It was also one of the oldest civilizations of the world. Mohenjo-daro was the largest city of Indus Valley civilization. It is now part of Sindh, Pakistan. Some of the interesting things of Mohenjo-daro was the Great Bath. So, do you know swimming pools? Yes, it is similarly like that only, but it is quite interesting. So, the Great Bath, this is a rectangular tank with steps leading down from two sides. Its walls are lined with natural tar called bitumen to make it waterproof. So now we are using some waterproof now, but this thing they have introduced many years back only. So it is surrounded by rooms on all sides. So this tank was filled with water and used for bathing. It is situated in the citadel part of the city. I will explain you citadel later, but this great bath was a large complex and it has 6 entrances, a central bathing pool, dressing rooms on all sides and adjacent well. There were steps leading to the bottom of the pool from two sides. So now the floor of the walls of the great bath were made burnt bricks and were made watertight with a layer of natural tar, as I said. Many historians are of opinion that this structure was probably used for some religious purposes. Water was probably brought in from a well and drained out after use. Perhaps important people took a dip in this tank on the special occasions, like important people in that city only, they can take a dip. Now if you pay some money, you can just go and have a very great bath in swimming pools. But in previous, like in our olden days, in the earlier cities, they used to, only the important people used to have this dip. Okay. One interesting fact was, of the many Indian Indus Valley civilization sites that have been discovered, some are in India and some are in Pakistan. Mohenjo-daro and Harappa are both in Pakistan. The word Mohenjo-daro means the mound of the dead. Archaeologists name this the Indus Valley civilization. It is also called as Harappan civilization. Since Harappa was the first site to be excavated, for the same reason the people of Indus Valley civilizations are called Harappans. The Indus Valley people built their cities with proper planning and according to a set of pattern. Most of the cities consisted of two portions, the citadel and the lower town. The citadel was at a higher level than the lower town and usually located on the western side of the city. Archaeologists describe this as the citadel. The part to the west and it was smaller but it is higher. The part to the east was larger but it is lower. This is called Lower Town. Not only Great Bath, another remarkable feature was that each house has its own drainage system. The drainage system was also well planned that it could be compared with that of any modern city. Drains were built along the roads, kitchens and bathrooms had drains which were connected to the street drains. Water from the kitchens or bathrooms emptied directly into the street drains. The planning of the drainage system shows that the people of Indus Valley civilization were extremely intelligent. The drains were laid out in straight lines with gentle slopes. The slopes ensured that the water could flow out easily. The drains from the houses were connected to the drains on the street. Sewage was carried by small drains into larger drains. Once again, I would like to repeat about the town planning. This typical city could house about 40,000 people. The city was generally divided into two sections, the upper town called Citadel and one more is Lower Town. Next, my favorite topic is ornaments. Ornaments and vessels were made of copper, bronze, gold and silver. Ornaments were also made from a substance called faience. So what is faience? Ground quartz or sand was mixed with some sticky material. This mixture is called faience. The mixture was shaped into beads and bangles and other ornaments. The shapes were then exposed to fire, make them shiny and colorful. I really love these ornaments. The picture which you are seeing is called as unicorn seal. Seals made of soapstone and cetite have been found. Most of them are rectangular and have Harappan script carved on them. I can't read it, but it is actually Harappan only. Many of these seals also have the image of an animal on them, such as elephant, humped bull, a tiger or rhinoceros. Interestingly, more than 1,000 seals have been found. Wow! In Mohenjo-daro, there is a great granary. So it is also called as a Great Hall. This is a large structure with a brick foundation that is found near the Great Bath. At first, archaeologists thought this was a granary, but now they are not so sure, as there is not enough evidence to show that it was granary. So there is one more thing they found is the dancing girl. This is a bronze statue. You can see a black statue, right? So this is a bronze statue of a girl wearing only a necklace and standing with one hand on her hip. It is one of the famous artifacts of Indus Valley civilization. So now you can see a beard man. He's really very dangerous but he is not so dangerous. He is a priest king. A statue of bearded man with half closed eyes have been found. Archaeologists think that this might have been some important person or leader of that time, but they are not sure. They have named this statue as the priest king. Do you know about ports? Port. So Lothal is one more place. So Lothal was one of the world's oldest port. A port is a place located near a river or sea where ships or boats can stop and transfer goods or people. Lothal is located near the Arabian Sea and at the river Sabarmati. It served as an important port for the Indus Valley people. So it is a really very important point. So it may helpful to you people in IAS exam also. So there is something, so it served as a dockyard. So what is dockyard? This was the exact place in Lothal where ships and boats used to stop for short periods. Goods or cargo sent from other places would be unloaded from ships. One more was Kalibangan. So it is a part of Rajasthan in India. So there were fire altars. So this fire altars means these people should give sacrifices to God. So they will burn the animals in that fire altars. So in Kalibangan, our archaeologists they have found fire altars, and a ploughed field was also found there. Next important thing was Dholavira. So Dholavira it is a part of Gujarat in India. So there were three portions. like it is having this Dholavira is having a three portions. One is citadel, one is middle town, and the lower town. Next, Harappan. So it is having many wells. At least 8 wells have well. Well means something like you'll get water, right? That well. Okay. So wells, at least 8 wells have been found in Harappa. Some were part of houses, while others were public use. So they also found a greenery similar to the Mohenjo-daro. So some pots. So you can see beautiful pot. So that pots and stoneware, bangles, terracotta statues. So terracotta, what is terracotta? I'll let you know. Wait. Many of the small toys which they have found, they are made of terracotta, clay or steatite have been found. The children played with various toys like carts, dolls, sliding monkeys, clay models of birds and animals, rattles and whistles. Various dices have also been found along with the game boards. So we cannot say that those people didn't play anything. They also played like you people now we are playing in phones like Ludo and everything. Though these people also have archaeologists have also found some dice, and they also had terracotta is a type of mud. Okay. Cotton was probably grown at Magra from 1000 years ago. Actual pieces of cloth were found attached to the lid of silver vase and some copper objects at Mohenjo-daro. So archaeologists have also found spindle rolls which are made up of terracotta and faience. Just now I said, no, what is faience? So they found that. So now I'm going to make a summary of this topic. The Indus Valley civilization developed close to the river Indus. This civilization is also called as Harappan civilization. The people of this civilization are called Harappans. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are two very important cities of this civilization. Lothal, Dholavira and Kalibangan are other important sites. These people involved in agriculture, animal rearing, trade, pottery, jewelry making, tool making. They also made toys and statues. They used terracotta, copper, bronze, silver, faience and semi-precious stones to make things. The Harappans also made seals from soapstone and steatite. The Harappan script can be seen on many seals. This script has not yet been deciphered. Many Harappan cities were divided into two portions. One is citadel, which is also called as upper town, and the other is lower town. Many of Harappan buildings are made of sun-baked bricks or fired bricks. Nobody knows how exactly the civilization has been ended. That means the decline of Indus Valley civilization was really very sudden. Many theories have been put forward about its end. And one more point I missed. So that is, this Indus Valley civilization people carried out internal trade and external trade. Just now I said one example of one city, right? It is also having a dockyard, Lothal. So this is nobody knows how the civilization has got to an end. But I am going to end my topic today. So one more interesting topic I'll be in front of you. So this is your Monica ma'am signing off. Bye bye.